echo lamp on. Anyway, so guys, I'm going to end today with me reading a book. So today, December 8th, is me reading a Christmas book. And let me pick one out. It's like it's 1 in the morning. And I got my lights up. So let's see if I can find me a book. That's not going to hold up. Here we go. There. Oh, oop. Okay. Work for me. Okay. Bell. Oh, it's too tight. Okay. This one. I'm a big fan of kids' books. Always have been. Just because they have bright pictures. And so let's read it together. Alright, here we go. Jack the Ballet Dog. There we go. That's better. Aww. Ooh, tiny writing. Okay. Wait for me, Jake. Sorry, it's Jake. Allegra called the little dog as she chased snowflakes. She was watching him to help her friend Richie. Look at the sugar plum fairy on the top of the tree, Allegra said. Jake raised his head and spotted a toy mouse ornament instead. She looks like me. Oh my gosh, it's me, guys. Look. It's totally me. See the swooped bangs? And like if my hair was pulled up in a ponytail. See? That's cute. Cool. He sprang for it. A hop, jump, and run in the air. Bravo, Allegra smiled. You should be called Jake the Ballet Dog. Tomorrow, I'm going to take you to my class and dress rehearsal for the Nutcracker Ballet. Oh boy. Ooh, I love it. Ballet class. I love ballet. Okay. The next morning at the dance studio, Allegra introduced everyone to Jake. A young ballerina came over and stroked Jake's head and ears and under his chin. Jake, this is Anna, said Allegra. In the ballet, she dances the role of Clara, who is given a nutcracker soldier for Christmas, and dreams all of her toys come to life. And there's me. Jake widened his eyes at the word toys. Who have we here? Asked Sergev, the ballet master, when he entered the studio. This is Jake. He's He's going to watch and listen to our rehearsal. Sorry for the glare. I promise he'll behave, Allegra said. Oh, cool. Sergev clapped his hands twice and gestured to the piano player to begin. Jake watched the dancers warm up in the ballet bar. They stretched their arms and legs and practiced bending their knees for pliés. Using 5 basic positions. Now Jake assumed a doggy play position as he stretched his legs. Look at Jake, Anna said excitedly. It looks like he's doing a bow. Okay. Look at that. Allegra got her gym bag and pulled out a small toy. That's not his only ballet step, Allegra smiled. Watch this, everyone. She said eagerly. Allegra tossed the toy softly across the room. Whoosh! Jake was off with a majestic tour en l'air, like a danseur Nobel. He caught it before it could hit the floor. All the dancers applauded, and no louder than Anna, the pianist, played 2 chords that sounded like ta-da! I'll teach you some steps, Jake, said Anna. She shook the box of dog biscuits Allegra handed her. Copy what I do, and I'll give you a treat. Jake's ears stood up straight at the word treat. Jake watched Anna, and after a few flops, managed to perform a doggy arabesque. Pirouettes made him dizzy, but he was really good on point. He got on his tippy paws, and reached the biscuit Anna gave him. Ooh, this looks pretty. Look at that. Sir Reeve clapped his hands again and said, "Break time is over. It's time for dress rehearsal. We're going to put the costumes and makeup, put on the costumes and makeup and come right back here." Allegra said, "Stay on your special cushion and you can see the whole ballet." From here, Jake was about to snooze when he heard an orchestra with lots of violins playing. Get off. The violins was Jake's favorite instrument. As the curtains opened, Jake saw an old-fashioned parlor with a Christmas tree. Anna, now dressed as Clara, and the other children were enjoying the holiday party. Uh-oh. Suddenly, the music sounded mysterious. The lights dimmed as a tall, thin man was whirling a velvet cape strutted onto the stage. Jake was alert. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. He growled and raced over to nip the stranger at his heels. "Stop!" yelled Sir Reeve. Anna stepped out of character and led Jake back to his cushion. She spoke to him clearly. "It's okay, boy. This is just a dancer playing Uncle Drosselmeyer. He's bringing us a magical surprise." Jake sensed him from her tone. Nothing was wrong. He relaxed. Grr. When the rehearsal started again, Jake would watch Clara whirl around holding a new wooden nutcracker soldier, her present from Drosselmeyer, but her brother Fritz tried to grab it. To Jake, it looked like a game of tug-of-war. He was about to join them when, bam, the nutcracker fell and broke. Drosselmeyer bandaged it with his handkerchief and placed the doll in the sleigh. A peaceful melody signaled that the party was ending. Jake watched the guests leave and Clara and Fritz go off to bed. Just when he thought nothing else would happen, Jake saw that Clara returned in her nightgown. She cradled the nutcracker in her arms and danced a solo, laid down on the sofa and dozed off. Jake curled up on a cushion too. Ooh, pretty. Dong, 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 the grandfather clock chimed 12, and Clara's dreams began to unfold on the stage. Jake watched as Drosselmeyer returned to work his magic. All at once, the lights flickered, and Jake saw the Christmas tree grow taller and taller. Jake froze in amazement as the toys and ornaments came to life. And then, first 1, then 2, then 12 people-sized mice crept toward Clara. Jake prepared to pounce on them, but pop! The harsh sound from a toy gun made him stop and quiver. It might be thunder, he thought. Then the nutcracker and his soldier charged into the battle with the mice. Swords clashed. Clink, clink. Clink, 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 clink. Oh, dear. Ooh. Clara raised her slipper to hurl at the Mouse King. Wanting to protect her, Jake scurried to the nearest mouse, barking loudly, "Ruff, ruff." The mouse was so startled that it knocked into the other mouse, who knocked into the other mouse. But before Jake could bark again, all the mice tumbled to the ground. Good boy, Jake. As the corpse de ballet howled with laughter, Jake ran around the top of mice and took off with Clara's slipper. Sir Reeve sighed. "Next scene, please." Oh, fun. Ooh, pretty. Jake's eyes twinkled. Twirling among snowflakes were Clara and the nutcracker soldier, now turned into a handsome prince by Drosselmeyer. Jake watched the prince place the Mouse King's crown, which had magically become delicate and glittery on Clara's head. As though she floated down from the treetop, the Sugar Plum Fairy appeared and showed them to her sleigh. Her diamond tiara caught Jake's eye. It was Allegra. Oh, that's me. See? That's me. Luckily, the curtain closed for a scenery change. Jake stood to greet her. Anna went to settle him and explain what happened next. The Sugar Plum Fairy is happy the mice are gone and has invited us to the Kingdom of Treats. Treats? Did she say treats? Jake seemed to say as it sat and offered 2 paws, striking a begging pose. Yum. Oh, wow, look how fun. I like that. When the music soared and the curtains reopened, Claire and the Nutcracker Prince journeyed to the enchanted world and entered a candy castle that looked so real, Jake had to lick his chops. Look at all this fun stuff. The Sugar Plum Fairy waved her magic wand for delicious sweets to come alive and entertain them. Jake's tail wagged back and forth as Spanish chocolates, Arabian coffee, Chinese tea, Russian peppermints, French bonbons, and Austrian ginger snaps danced to the special music from their foreign lands. Then candy flowers waltzed with so graceful petals. What? That does not make sense. Yummy. Before long, the Sugar Plum Fairy and a partner performed the pas de deux like a real fairy. She hardly touched the ground. Jake arched his neck to follow her as she was lifted high up. Then he lowered his gaze as she was carefully returned to the floor. And a lullaby began, and Drosselmeyer strolled by. One last time, everyone waved farewell, and Jake watched the sleigh carry Clara and the prince home. Jake yawned. The excitement of the ballet was making him sleepy. While he rested, he noticed that the stage was changing back into the parlor. Excuse me. Oh, it's funny. Claire was still asleep on the sofa, holding the mended Nutcracker. Jake was certain her sofa was more comfortable than his cushion, and he wanted another scratch and a snuggle too. So in a flash, he did the most energetic chasse jeté bas de bourrée, twirl, whirl, and grand plop, right into Clara's lap. Clara popped up in surprise, and Jake covered her face with kisses. Everyone, even Sarive, laughed at the ballet's most unusual ending. There's me again. When it was time for Allegra to leave with Jake, Sarive rubbed the pup's head affectionately. He leaned down and said to Jake, You may come back for opening night, but only if you can stay off stage. Don't worry, Allegra said cheerfully. I have an idea. Ooh, what is the idea? On opening night, Allegra nodded to the dancer playing Drosselmeyer. He came forward with a present for Jake. Anna helped Jake open the box one by one. Jake pulled out a furry family of toy mice and a large dog bone. Anna placed them all on his cushion. Ruff, ruff, said Jake first, and licked Anna, then Drosselmeyer, then Allegra. These should keep him busy for a long time, said Anna, and in a pose of repose. Whatever that is, said Allegra. Oh, that's pretty. It worked. Jake stayed off stage the entire ballet. The only mice he nipped were his very own. At the final curtain call, Anna winked to Jake, and she took her most elegant bow. Then, with his nose peeking out from the wings, Jake bowed too. Ooh. Footnotes. These are all... That's cool. It goes over what these are, which I know every single one of these because I am a ballet dancer. Pas de bourrée, pas de deux, pirouette, plié, repose, a still position to... Okay, that's what I thought. Tour en l'air, wings. And they have arabesque, ballet, bar, bow, chasse, corps de ballet, danse nobel, dress rehearsal, on point, 5 basic positions, I'm just learning those, jeté, and then Nutcracker. So cool. This is a very cute book, and look at there. I love it. Alright, guys. And thus concludes the 8th day of Christmas. Starting tomorrow, we're starting over. I will see you guys tomorrow.